Welcome back everybody, Matt the Man here, hope you know well. So we are already halfway through 2025. We are in July, we have hit the halfway point. I don't know how we're already in July, don't ask me, because I really don't know. But somehow, we are. And that means we are halfway through the year. We are officially at the halfway point. So I always like to look back already on the first half of each year and say, what movies have I enjoyed the most that have come out so far in 2025? We still obviously have another second half of the year to go. So some of these movies might end up on my best of the year when it's all said and done. Some of them might not. But for right now, this is not in any particular order. So I don't want to hear, oh, why didn't he have that movie higher up or that movie lower? I just made the list. I just went through my podcast channel, went all the way back to January, and then went through leading up to where we are now. So, there we go. Starting out though, we have Novocaine. This was with Jack Quaid. And I thought this was a really fun movie. It had action, it had comedy. Jack Quaid showed that he could lead a film. And even it was set during Christmas time. So like I said in my review, this would also be a good movie to watch during Christmas. So near the end of this year, when December hits again, this would be a good one to put on. Especially if you like watching action comedies, action movies that are set during Christmas, like Die Hard, like Shazam, this movie, and other movies out there. Well, this one should be on your radar. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. Death of a Unicorn was another one. It was a Novocaine, and now this one, original movies. All of these movies are on my podcast channel for my reviews. So if you're wondering what I actually thought overall, you can go and watch the full review of these movies on my channel. Death of a Unicorn had Jenna Ortega, Paul Rudd, T. Leone, Will Poulter, Richard E. Grant. This was a fun comedy horror movie. A dark comedy. But I thought Jenna Ortega was the best I've seen her in. Paul Rudd. Will Poulter stole the show for me. And then we had a lot of Jurassic Park influence. I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a good dark comedy, and it was an original film. So if you haven't seen it, I would definitely highly check this out. Drop. This movie came out in April with Megan Faye and Brendan Stelnor. This was directed by the guy who did the Happy Death Day movies. And like I said, I really enjoyed this movie. It obviously had a lot of DNA from the movie Red Eye, the Wes Craven movie with Rachel McAdams and Cillian Murphy. But I liked it, the way it was shot, the way the editing. It was a tense, suspenseful thriller of a girl going on a first date with a guy. Right there's going to be some tension, some awkwardness, all those type of feelings. It was only about 90 minutes, a really nice paced thriller. So if you haven't seen Drop, I highly recommend you drop what you're doing now and watch it. Sinners, the new Ryan Coogler movie with Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld, and a whole bunch of other actors in the movie. This is easily one of the best movies of the year so far. This will probably end up on my top 10 at the end of the year. I don't know where it will end up, but right now, this was a great movie. Even for almost a 2 hour and 20-minute movie, it flies by. Performances from Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld, Jack O'Connell, great. The vampire stuff, awesome. The character work, amazing. Highly recommend, and it's an original film. So far, every movie I've mentioned is an original film. Keep that in mind. And a lot of these movies didn't make that much money. So go figure. So, you people, yes, you people, when you complain they don't make original movies, they do. You stupid ass just doesn't go and see them. Because so far the first 4 movies I've mentioned are all original movies. That, other than Sinners, didn't make money. Why? Because you people aren't going to the movies. But then you complain that they don't make original movies. You can't do that. We have Thunderbolts, not original. Well, technically, based on comic book characters, this is definitely the best Marvel movie that has come out since Endgame. Florence Pugh, David Harbour, do great performances. I mean, everyone, all Wyatt Russell. This movie goes into a lot of dark places, mental health. I thought it was something different than Marvel has ever done, and it worked. Ballerina. This is the John Wick spin-off with Ana de Armas. Like, I didn't know what to expect going into this movie. Yes, it's part of the John Wick universe. But you never know. And this one was really, and the action is amazing. I would actually say this movie is a lot more violent than even the John Wick movies. Ana de Armas does a great job. Well paced. It's a winner. Even though this movie didn't make any money. I don't get it. Because this is not a girl boss movie. This is not. So, people, I don't know what's going on with people these days. Yes, Disney has been making a lot of girl boss movies, but this is not a Disney film. This is Lionsgate. And back in the day, people loved watching women be awesome. Sarah Connor, Ripley, and there's others. Celine from Underworld. So yeah, Materialist. This is the romantic drama with Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal. This is an original movie. I like this movie. I didn't like the subplot in the movie, but overall I enjoyed it. It makes you question things. It makes you wonder about why. Why is it I go on a dating site and I can't get any woman to at least say hi, how are you, what are you looking for? These women have these objectives, stereotypes, shallowness about them that if you don't click all the boxes, then no. If you're not 6'5" and you don't make $150,000 a year, no. I'm sorry. What planet are you from? And that's the going rate these days to me and get to know someone and maybe have a connection with them. Oh, you women got a lot of issues. F1. Yes, I just saw this last week. Brad Pitt, directed by Joseph Kosinski, who did Top Gun Maverick. This is easily rated still the best movie of the summer. It's a winner in my book. It is an original film. It is not based off of anything. So, I highly recommend this. How to Train Your Dragon. Like this was, with all the anime and live action movie remakes lately, I didn't know. I was hesitant. The original was only 15 years old. Why are they already making a live action version? And you know what? It ended up being really, I would say one of the best animated live action remakes we've gotten. So if you haven't seen the live action Train Your Dragon, How to Train Your Dragon, I highly recommend that. So those are my top films so far of 2025. Let me know, are any of these some of your favorites so far? Well, once again, we still have another second half of the year. Some of these movies might end up on my top 10 of the year. Some of them might not. I would say most of them probably won't. But that just depends on how the second half of the year is. So let me know in the comments below, are any of these movies on your list? The Matt here, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment.